Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Keystone Bullet 248 RKS travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things taken into consideration for parking. Your awning, you have plenty of room for that to come out. On your off campsite, of course, your slide. Get a good eye for that, see about how much room you're going to need to get that in and out. Unhindered, preferably nothing hanging over it, and leave yourself a nice walking path. Also want you to think about where your water and power connections are going to be. Your water is going to be toward the front of your off campsite or your driver's side of your tow vehicle, and your power connections all the way at the rear on the back of your unit. Plugs in right there. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite, power and water. Once you do, the first thing you can do is level your unit. Now, a unit this long, I do recommend close your slide up, measure your off campsite, grab a stick on level, put it in the middle of the unit. Have someone watch that while you retract to bring down, extend to bring up your tongue jack. You have a docking light should you arrive at night, and a manual override underneath this plug for that hand crank over there. Bring this up and down without power. Speaking of power, check your battery posts. Make sure them have a wiggle boost coming down the road. Once you got your unit level, next thing you're going to do is stabilize it. All four corners of your unit you have stabilizing jacks. When I start cranking them down, I'm going to recommend jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. 3/4 inch socket. You can use a drill gun or an impact driver. I just recommend that you slow down when you get to the bottom, because you only want to bring these down just until they're taut. Once you got any type of resistance, remember left brings them down. Once you get any type of resistance that pads down taut, that's as far as you want to come down. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. Unit's already level, just want to get it stable. Get all four of them ran down. Got our unit level and stable. We can go ahead and hook up our water and power. Power cord, 30 amp service on the back of your unit here. The way these new ones go on, they come into the left. Once they're in there, turn it to the right, and then lock on with this gray washer. At the end of that 30 amp service, should you need to plug it in at home, in your convenience pack is a 30 to 110 adapter. Got our power hooked up. Let's hook up our water. Off campsite up front here is your city water connect and fresh water. At campsite we hook up the city water connect. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Use this when putting fluid into your unit here. Hook that up. Hook up our hose, but don't turn our hose on yet. Let's find your hot water heater. So coming back to the rear of your off campsite is your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point is making sure our drain plug's in. Get that in there nice and snug. Once that's in there, you can go ahead and turn on your hot water, or you can turn on your hose. Once your hose has been running for a little while, go inside and open up your hot water tap. Once water's coming out of there, you know air is out of the lines, and you can go ahead and turn on your hot water heater from indoors. This pressure release valve right here. Let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use city water. we're going to go dry dock and use potable water. Well, fill up right here with a hose. No need for a water pressure regulator. Two ways to tell when this is full. One, there's an overflow valve right here. Or two, on the inside where you check the levels of your tanks. Press your fresh water button down, and that'll tell when your potable water is full. Remember, when you're using fresh water is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when you're using city water. That's already pressurized. Alright, that about covers everything to get you camping. Let's walk around the rest of the unit and show you a few other things. Your big pass-through storage, stabilizing jack. Of course, your slide. Behind your slide here is an outdoor shower, hot water heater, spare tire. I recommend getting a cover for that. Add the longevity of the life of it. Unit's also prepped for a Furrion backup camera. It's a device you purchase from our store that sits on the dash of your tow vehicle, electronically communicating with this device, giving you a backup camera for the unit. It has access to the back of your fridge. Again, your power. Some mount for a bumper grill. And right there is a quick connect LP for that bumper grill. See flue for your furnace. If you run your furnace, steer clear of that. It'll get rather warm. Outdoor speakers. Your awning, I haven't run that all the way out yet. Backer for a TV mount. Cable to 110 if you want to hook the TV out here. Your black tank flush. We'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. Your separate bedroom door. Stabilizing jacks. You pass through storage with all of your hitch work in here. Propane is on a regulator. Simply point this toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty loosey to open. There's a cover for your propane tanks. You can also plug in a solar panel here and trickle charge your batteries. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look inside your unit. Coming inside, first thing I like to point out is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camped with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. Coming up from there on the wall is your control panel. So there's your brand new battery. There's the fresh water button to hold when your potable water is full. Black and gray tanks. Here's where you turn on your hot water heater if you're hooked up to gas. Turn it on here if hooked up to electric. Water pump if using potable water. Your awning. I'll finish running that out. Extend. So you want to run that out until that white flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see that black bar. As you see, it will go past that. So keep an eye on it as you run it out. Again, you only want to run that out until that flap falls down to 90 degrees and you know you're all the way there. Ceiling light. Porch light. Run that awning the rest of the way back in. You also have a porch light. Here's your slide in and out control. We'll do that here shortly. Coming into the unit, your table will fold down. Sit on these lips right here. Put your back cushions on top, gives you another bed. Television. Remote right here. We'll turn that on. TV working. Furrion sound system. Remote for that as well. So we got music indoors, 2 zones. Shut off indoors, you hear just outdoors. AM, FM, Bluetooth, DVD. All the info on that right there. Nice sound system. Back into the hallway is your thermostat. Let's turn on the AC here real quick. Turn this down to get it to come on. There's your AC. AC. We'll shut the AC off. See, that shuts off rather quickly. Now let's go to your thermostat, your furnace. That's on. Now shut that off. That usually takes a few minutes. Coming down below that is your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. The reason I mention this 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day with nothing charging your battery, disconnect one of your battery posts to keep this from running your battery down. Into the bathroom. And here is what I mentioned. This is where your 110 with GFCI resets at. Lighting in here. Going to make sure, turn this light back on. When we're traveling, latch this door closed. Not much back in the bedroom area to talk about. You do have your own smoke alarm back here. Prep for a TV. Mounting right there. 110 cable here. Your sofa. Turn that into a bed real quick. We're going to remove the Velcro cushions. I just stand in the middle. Bring your legs out. Fold the back down. And just that quick you get a bed. Reverse the process. Let the back up first. Again, standing in the middle just gives you good leverage. If you ever bring your legs down. Just say pick good. Go back to the sofa. See, your furnace just shut off, so that took about 2 minutes. Coming over here, your self-explanatory microwave. Below here you have a light and a fan. This glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Simply turn this to light, hit your spark, and there's your flame. For your oven, there's a pilot. You have to hold that on, get inside and light that. Below that is the access panel to your breaker box and fuses. So you got a handful of 15s, a couple 40s in there. Highly recommend having some of them on hand with you when you go. And lastly, let's talk about your fridge. Automatic fridge. Turn it on up here. With your button in, you're on auto. Auto means when you're plugged in, you're running off electricity. As soon as you unplug, it goes to gas. Dry docking, strictly gas, simply lift that up. If it starts flashing, your gas is low. That about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite. First and foremost, make sure all doors and drawers are closed. You don't want nothing impeding this slide from coming in. Once everything is secure, just go ahead and glide room in. See, this comes in rather quickly. While it's coming in, show you your smoke alarm and a hand crank open vent here. Just slides in. Shut off our ceiling lights. I can see a couple individual lights I left on. All our lighting's off, everything's secure, we can exit the unit. Lock and deadbolt your door. Lift and turn your handle. Fold from the bottom first. Second fold. Bring in our steps. Unhook our cable and water. If your cable and water is unhooked, you can go ahead and dump your low point drains. Underneath there, that low point drain. Bring up our stabilizing jacks, hook up our hitch, and head up to the dump station. at the dump station, hook up your sewage hose. Now you got two dumps here. You got an extra gray back there, so park accordingly. It's going to be just in front of your tires here on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. Hook up your sewage hose and pull that black handle, the left handle. Now once it sounds like that's no longer draining, you're going to keep that black handle open. Come over to your campsite, hook up the hose at the dump station, again with your water pressure regulator, and let this run for a good 5 minutes. That's going to wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. Shut that off, close it up, close your black handle, and pull the gray handle that's next to it. Run on the right. There's going to be cleaner water, sinks and showers. You're going to go ahead and unhook your hose, come to the rear here, hook up your hose again, and pull this gray handle. Again, cleaner water, sinks and showers. Come to your bumper and conveniently store your sewage hose inside your bumper. Lastly, you do want to go ahead and empty your hot water heater. Go ahead and lift up on that pressure release valve. That's going to let all the hot water out of here. Push that down. Go ahead and pull that drain plug. And head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this bullet for many years to come. Happy camping.